The ocean has always been a place of mystery, where vast, uncharted waters hide secrets that may never be revealed. But few maritime enigmas have captured the imagination quite like the baffling case of the Mary Celeste, a ship found drifting silently in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, completely abandoned, with no trace of its crew. To this day, no one knows for certain what happened to the 10 souls on board. The ship was seaworthy, the cargo largely untouched, and yet the captain, his family, and the entire crew had vanished without explanation. It remains one of history's most perplexing ghost ship stories, a riddle wrapped in the fog of time. The Mary Celeste was a sturdy brigantine, a reliable vessel that had seen many voyages before that fateful journey. On November 7, 1872, it departed New York Harbor under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs, an experienced and respected seaman. With him were his wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7 capable sailors. Their cargo, 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, was bound for Genoa, Italy. The weather was fair, the wines favorable. By all accounts, it should have been an uneventful trip. But just under a month later, on December 5th, the British brig Dei Gratia spotted the Mary Celeste adrift near the Azores. Something was immediately wrong. The ship's sails were still set but frayed, as if they had been left untended for days. There was no response to hails, no sign of life. When the Dei Gratia's crew boarded, they found an eerie scene. The ship was in decent condition, no major storm damage, no signs of fire or struggle. The cargo was intact, save for a few barrels that had been empty, likely due to natural leakage. The crew's personal belongings were still in their quarters, as if they had stepped away momentarily. But the ship's lifeboat was missing, along with the captain's navigational instruments and the ship's logbook. The last entry, dated November 25th, gave no indication of trouble. The most unsettling detail: a sword was found lying on the captain's bed, and some reports mentioned faint reddish stains on the deck, though later investigations could not confirm if it was blood. There was no evidence of violence, no signs of a hasty departure. It was as if the crew had simply disappeared. Theories about what happened have swirled for over a century, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. One of the most widely accepted explanations is that the alcohol fumes from the cargo built up, leading the crew to fear an imminent explosion. Industrial alcohol in those days was highly volatile, and if the barrels had leaked, the noxious vapors could have created a dangerous situation. Perhaps Captain Briggs ordered everyone into the lifeboat as a precaution, only for the ship to remain intact while they were lost at sea. But if that were the case, why didn't they return once the danger passed? Others have suggested a sudden waterspout, a tornado over the ocean that might have terrified the crew into abandoning ship. Yet there was no significant damage to the masts or rigging, as one would expect from such a violent event. Then there's the possibility of a mutiny, but Captain Briggs was known to be a fair and competent leader, and there were no signs of struggle. Pirates were another suspect, but why would they take the people and leave the valuable cargo untouched? Some more imaginative theories include sea monsters, alien abductions, or even supernatural forces. The Mary Celeste's later reputation as a cursed ship involved in multiple mishaps before finally being wrecked in 1885 only fueled such speculation. But the truth is likely far more mundane, if still tragic. The most probable explanation is that the crew, fearing some unseen danger, perhaps a malfunctioning pump or a false reading suggesting the ship was taking on water, made the fatal decision to abandon ship, only to perish in the open ocean. The mystery was further complicated by sensationalized accounts, particularly a wildly fictionalized story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle years before he created Sherlock Holmes, which portrayed the ship as a scene of bloody mutiny. This tale, though entirely fabricated, stuck in the public's mind, distorting the facts. Even official investigations at the time could find no clear answer. The British Vice Admiralty Court, after a 3-month inquiry, ruled the incident an act of God, but offered no real conclusions. What makes the Mary Celeste so haunting is not just the disappearance, but the complete lack of closure. Most shipwrecks leave some evidence: debris, bodies, a clear cause. But this was a case where everything seemed normal, except for the absence of people. It's as if the sea itself swallowed them whole. Over the years, researchers have revisited the case, examining weather records, ship logs, and maritime technology of the era, hoping for new clues. Some have suggested that a faulty chronometer, a critical navigation tool, might have led the crew to believe they were closer to land than they were, prompting a panicked evacuation. Others point to the possibility of a seismic sea wave, a devastating phenomenon that could have struck without warning. Yet none of these theories fully explain every detail. The Mary Celeste remains an open question, a puzzle that refuses to be solved. It stands as a reminder of how vast and unpredictable the ocean can be, how even in an age of advanced technology, some mysteries endure. Perhaps someday, new evidence will surface, a long-lost diary, a sunken lifeboat that will finally reveal the truth. Until then, the fate of Captain Briggs, his family, and his crew is lost to history, leaving us only with an enduring enigma that continues to fascinate and unsettle. The sea keeps its secrets, and the Mary Celeste may be one secret it never gives up.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.